between the Catalan Parliament President and Carles Puigdemont today in Brussels might be the source of a legal dispute with Spain yet again. Hello, and welcome to Catalan News. Torrent traveled to Brussels today to meet Puigdemont and his ministers. The gathering was supposed to take place in the Catalan government offices in the EU capital. But Madrid did not let this happen, to Puigdemont and Torrent's dismay. It's less than a week until the debate to pick a Catalan president, and we'll get you the latest on this. In our show today, we'll also look into the severe drought Catalonia is going through, and we'll find out how many passengers used the Barcelona area public transport last year. It's a record-breaking figure. The Catalan Parliament President is determined to make it possible for all MPs to take part in parliamentary work, including the ones in jail and in exile. This is what he said today in Brussels after visiting Puigdemont and his deposed ministers in exile, who are all also MPs. They tackled the issue of the upcoming investiture, with Puigdemont being the candidate for president. It is yet unknown whether he will turn up or if he'll try to be sworn in by proxy. The session is expected to be controversial, as was today's meeting.
The new Catalan Parliament President clashed for the first time with the Spanish government today, only 7 days after taking office. He was meant to meet Carles Puigdemont this morning in the Catalan government office in the EU capital, but they found it closed. Madrid decided not to open the delegation today, therefore preventing the meeting being held there. Rajoy's executive didn't hide the reasons for the move.
I, per tant, una reunió amb una persona que està fugida de la justícia en l'àmbit de la delegació del govern de la Generalitat de Brussel·les no és possible.
Meanwhile, Parliament President Torrent said that the Chamber's legal services would look into the matter and take appropriate action. He also expressed upset about Madrid's decision.
És molt greu que davant d'un missatge sincer de diàleg, de negociació, de voluntat de parlar amb el president Rajoy i el govern de l'estat espanyol, no només rebem un no per resposta, sinó que a sobre no se'ns permeti ni reunir-nos.
In the end, the meeting was held in the headquarters of the Centre Maurice Cupiete's think tank. With the investiture debate to be held no later than January the 31st on the table, Torrent and Puigdemont met along with the 4 deposed ministers in Brussels. Torrent said that he is determined to make it possible for both the elected MPs in prison and those in the EU capital to take part in the parliamentary sessions, but neither he nor Puigdemont gave further details on whether the latter will try to take office next week at a distance or in person. In fact, Puigdemont, who is back in Brussels after spending 2 days in Copenhagen, said nothing can be ruled out. Tomorrow, the exact date of the crucial debate will be unveiled.
Torrent also referred to the pro-independence MPs who are in jail. It's been exactly 100 days since one of them, Jordi Sánchez, was put behind bars alongside the civil leader for a Catalan state, Jordi Cuixart. When incarcerated, both of them were presidents of the 2 main pro-independence civil organizations in the country. Today, both entities received visits from Spain's Guardia Civil police officers who wanted to copy Sánchez and Cuixart's email accounts. An official from the Catalan National Assembly, led by Sánchez until November, explained that it was a relatively discreet visit. A representative for Cuixart's Òmnium Cultural said they have nothing to hide and that the current situation is a disgrace. Guardia Civil officers also entered the Catalan Government Telecommunications and IT Center, where they spent around 6 hours. The imprisonments of 4 officials are one of the signs of a very tense autumn that the country went through. Another one comes from the figure of company creations. In the last quarter of 2017, around 3,600 new firms set up in Catalonia. This is 18% less than in the same period of 2016. What's more, 2,500 companies left the country from October to December. Yet, we also learned today that Catalonia became a bigger hub for startups. 1 in 3 of such businesses in Spain were based in Barcelona, more than in Madrid. In fact, 58% of the startup investment in Spain was in Catalonia. Rain has been scarce in Catalonia, especially in the past few months. And this is a matter of concern in the country, as the level of reservoirs is steadily going down. One of them acts as a good thermometer because it fully covers an old church when it is full of water. Now, though, the whole bell tower is visible. The effects of the recent drought are not only visible there, the whole country is affected.
Drought is threatening Catalan crops. The lack of rainfall in the country is especially affecting areas of dryland farming, such as cereals, as well as other crops such as citrus fruits. In some cases, production is decreasing, while in others, the products do not grow as they should and their size is smaller than usual. Current high temperatures do not help and are threatening the fruit sector in particular. After a warm summer and lack of rainfall in autumn, the weather in winter continues to be arid. Farmers fear what the future may hold if the land stays dry.
Si no comença a ploure i no ens neva suficient quantitat a les comarques de muntanya, de cara a l'estiu podríem tindre algun problemet.
In central Catalonia, cereal crops grew during the first weeks of the year but stopped growing at the same speed due to the lack of rain. In the south, the production of olives has decreased and it could be worse next year, while in the north, some plants had to be replanted as they started growing badly. Whether it rains or not, farmers say that it's already too late to reach an optimal production in the coming months.
Difícilment arribarem a l'òptim productiu, difícilment s'arribarà perquè ja aquest retard d'un mes o 2 mesos ja no el guanyarem al juny, tant si plou com no, al juny s'assecarà 15 dies, en 15 dies s'assecarà la planta, no?
Future water availability is another worrying factor for farmers. Some reservoirs are below 50% of their capacity. The current lack of rainfall is not bringing about much optimism, and Catalan farmers fear that water restrictions might be put in place if reservoir levels continue to fall.
Another challenge facing Catalonia, as well as the rest of the world, is pollution. That's why using public transport is becoming more and more important. And in Barcelona, it's increasingly common for people to opt for this more environmentally friendly way of getting about town. In 2017, a record-breaking 980 million journeys were made using public transport in the Catalan capital, according to figures released today. The metro was the most popular way of moving around, with nearly 400 million trips made, followed by bus, which was used a total of 200 million times. According to the Secretary of Infrastructure and Mobility, these figures demonstrate people's increasing willingness to leave their cars at home. A number of those who use the public transport in the Barcelona area are tourists, and some of them come to discover each and every beautiful footprint left in the Catalan capital by Antoni Gaudí, the world-renowned modernist architect. This year, they'll also be able to find out more about one of the people who contributed the most to make Gaudí and his work such cultural icons.
Many know who Antoni Gaudí is, but fewer, perhaps, are aware of the man behind some of his greatest works, Eusebi Güell. A successful industrialist and philanthropist, Güell was the driving force behind much of the famous architect's work, and 2018 marks L'Any Güell, a year-long opportunity to remember the entrepreneur a century after his death. The Palau Güell sits right in the heart of Barcelona. This modernist masterpiece is now part of the UNESCO World Heritage List, and it was an extension of the Güell family home. In it, Eusebi Güell frequently held concerts in the main hall. This is where the commemoration kicked off last night with an innovative audiovisual performance. The result, the dome ceiling of the palace, came to life with the computerized music of the organ. The mapping was called Parabolic Gaudí, playing off of the geometric organic shapes in the architecture.
Comences a veure que apareixen figures naturals, és a dir, que si comences a connectar hexàgons entre ells, comencen a aparèixer espirals com patrons de creixement naturals com els que trobes en els girassols o com els que trobes en moltes flors.
Those interested can see the performance, but this isn't the only activity planned. In honor of the individual who had such influence on Catalan culture, the Palau Güell is promoting a full schedule. This includes exhibitions, classical music concerts, and new guided visits. And if you've yet to admire the stunning peculiar aesthetics of Palau Güell, there will be 2 extraordinary open house days as well.
With the warm Barcelona weather, you might be already getting excited for festival season. If so, you might have to wait less time than you think, because this week, the Sweet Music Festival kicked off at the emblematic Liceo Theatre. If you missed the first concert, not to worry, because its program lasts 6 months. With musicians like Nora Jones and Gregory Porter, its lineup runs until June. Before we go, we want to share with you the very first show of the event, the Catalan band Els Amics de les Arts, which has been becoming more and more international through their work with renowned producers. Enjoy, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow.
Bona nit, Barcelona! Som els Amics de les Arts!
Vale.
Som-hi!
aquells mons llunyans de les espècies per catalogar que ningú mai ha vist abans. Sobre casa, però que ja tornes a ser aquí. Els dies eren tan clars que dubtava si eres o no una part de mi, d'una fugida endavant a través de l'espai.